Okay guys, today we'll be changing the transmission fluid and filter on this 2013 Ford F150. Okay guys, so the first step is to come over to the passenger side of the vehicle and get under the vehicle guys, and you'll see the dipstick right here, which we'll use a 19mm open end wrench to remove guys, so that we can use our fluid transfer pump to remove the old fluid. So there we got our dipstick out guys. So now we can siphon out that old fluid. Okay guys, so the next step, we'll put the top hose from our transfer pump down into the transmission pan guys, and the other end will go into our catchment pan. So there we go guys. So now we can just start to pump and get the fluid out guys. So there is my catchment pan guys, which I'll be using, and you can use whatever is sufficient for you guys. So this will help us guys whenever we are dropping the pan, that it won't be too heavy and we won't have too much of a spill. Okay guys, this is what I managed to pump out with the fluid transfer pump. So there will definitely be some more transmission fluid in the pan, so just be careful guys whenever you remove the pan. So let's move towards that guys. So okay guys, to remove the bolts from the transmission fluid pan, you'll need a ratchet, a 8mm socket, and maybe you will need also a 8mm open end wrench guys, especially for this corner bolt here. So just make a note of that guys. Okay guys, also a magnetic pan would be good to have on hand to put your bolts whenever you remove them guys. And if you want, you can just use your ratchet and socket to loosen these bolts, and then you can use your impact wrench guys, or impact driver, to remove the bolts guys. So just a quick tip. And as we had removed the fluid earlier guys, that will save us from having a big spill whenever we remove the pan. So I'll catch y'all whenever I get that done guys. Okay guys, so quick tip, you want to remove all the bolts from the front and the back of the transmission pan. so that whenever you're ready to drop the pan, guys, you won't have anything hanging up. So please make a note of that, guys. And also, if you have a small ratchet, that may help with the bolts that are hard to access, guys. Okay guys, so we just got 2 bolts to remove and we can drop the pan. So you just want to hold it up, guys. And then we can remove this last bolt here while holding up the pan. Oh. Now we got the last bolt out now, guys. Now we got the last bolt out. We just gotta lightly bring down the pan and clear it from our lines and our exhaust, guys. I'm trying to keep it as level as possible so we won't have any big spares, guys. Clear our sway bar and then we just bring it straight down, guys. And also you can go ahead and sorry about that, guys. So now we can also remove our filter, guys. Okay guys, this is what we managed to get out of the transmission apart from what may have spilled. So we'll just go ahead now, guys, and get our transmission pan cleaned up, and also the gasket is reusable, so we'll just clean that up as well, guys. So to clean the old oil out of the transmission pan, guys, I just use some gasoline, which is much cheaper than you having to go and buy some brake cleaner or anything like that, guys. So just some gasoline, guys, and just swab it around in there, guys, and also clean off your mating surface or the gasket to see it properly whenever you reinstall. So just a quick tip, guys. So now that is cleaned up, we can go ahead and get the pan reinstalled and get our new fluid in, guys. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. God bless. Thank you. Okay guys, so before we install our oil filter, we'll just use a bit of oil around the grommet here, guys, around the seal. Okay guys, so now we can go ahead and get our filter reinstalled. And then we'll just grab our pan, guys, and get that installed as well. Remember your gasket, guys. Grab some screws, guys, and start to install that, and keeping the gasket in line. So we'll just catch a few of those bolts, guys, to keep everything in line. So we just hand tighten these, guys, and then we just snug them up with the ratchet, not over tightening them, guys, and then we can go ahead and pour our new transmission fluid in, and we'll do the reverse of what we did to get it out, guys. We'll use the transfer pump. Okay, guys, so now we got all the bolts tightened. We can go ahead and refill our transmission fluid. So just go over all your bolts, guys, make sure everything is tightened. So okay, guys, we're going to start by pouring 5 quarts into the transmission pan, guys, and then we'll check where the level is after we get the engine up to operating temperature. So we'll just continue pumping that, guys, and I'll catch y'all whenever I get this jug finished. Okay, guys, now we got our transmission fluid in. We'll just start the engine, guys, and we'll go through each gear and sit in about 5 to 7 seconds in each gear, guys, to let the transmission fluid go into each gear and wherever it needs to go, guys. Just let it sit for a second, guys. Let it get to circulate a bit in the engine, or the transmission, I should say, guys. And then we just want to hold our brake. Switch to the reverse gear, leaving it there for 5 to 7 seconds. to neutral. Then we'll go to drive, guys. Then we'll go to manual. Then we go down to second. Low or first. Then we just slowly go back through the gears, going back up, guys. We go back to park. And we can do this about 2 to 3 times, guys. As I said, just sitting in each gear about 5 to 7 seconds, so that way the fluid will go into all the gears, guys, and lubricate all the parts. So okay, guys, after you have done that about 2 to 3 times, guys, you can now take your vehicle out and get it up to operating temperature, and especially your transmission temperature gauge, guys, you want to get that up to running temperature about in the middle. And then you can park your vehicle, guys, let the engine cool for about 30 minutes, then restart, get the transmission temperature gauge back into the middle, guys, and then you can check your transmission fluid level for the correct level, guys. And you want to do that while the engine is running. I hope this video helps you, guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. God bless you all. I see you all on the next one. Thank you.